Hello everyone, Lord.agion here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. This is a replay by me. I just I just got done with this game and I had a lot of fun, so I figured I'd cast it. It was a pretty good game. And you can see, I went for Partisans. A bit overpowered right now due to the fact that, well, the Partisans' anti-infantry, I say they sort of misjudged the balancing and made them way overpowered. The balancing they did was increase double the damage, but their rate of fire was already double of the shock troops. So it made one partisan troop more powerful than a shock troop for basically half the cost. But that should be nerfed today or tomorrow, as I've been told by the patch notes, or future patch notes. Well, I'm going to introduce my allies. We have Rammies 982, and we have Mr. Mac. Oh no, not Mr. PR Max. PR Prince Max? Perhaps? I'm not sure. I didn't bother to get some heavy weapons. I'll just turn off Fog of War. This player does spam out. There's a lot of MGs out here, and between the two players, there's a lot of MGs. So my conscripts, not that effective because they grabbed basically every single good building before I could really get to it. Other than this one. And both sides get a mortar, so it's a bit of a heavy weapon span by the other team versus my conscripts. My ally gets a Bren. Very nice. I'm curious. People always go with flamethrowers. Can this suppress? I'm curious. Like Kubel. Then again, that'd be quite a bit of munitions just for a mobile MG. Yeah, I'm getting my conscript upgrades quite nice and early. I usually like to stick with core 4 conscripts. It's a very good number, very good offensive power. And of course, MGs are everywhere. On the right side, we have MG versus MG war, but this MG's attacking, geez, this team, I didn't realize how much. I knew this side had a lot of MGs. You can see it by this purple player. Let's see, GT. He went heavy weapon spam. Not a single grenadier. Which usually can be good, it's a viable option, but it can be ignored, and well, then I just focus my attention to somewhere else where his units are not at, such as the middle or on the right, and thus he's wasted his resources in immobile units. Or not immobile, but not very mobile. Let's see, the other... I should probably introduce the other team. We have GK Tic Tac 30. We have Cinterex RF and Arquay. Let's get to the good guy. And I didn't realize that MG was there before, so my conscripts ran into it. And everything I have is on the retreat. Not exactly desirable, but it is what it is. At this point, I realize a lot of MGs here. I only have conscripts. I want to save up my manpower for partisans. So I decided to start pushing in other directions, though I think... Yeah, I noticed this guy was capture up at this point, so I was going to move in to stop him from capturing, because I know it's not an MG, it has to be Grenadiers or Pioneers, something I can actually kill. Having my engineers build up the support weapons company, I thought about going for some mortars, but I decided not to, because partisans are what I went for, and I want to use them. Yeah, one grenadier cannot beat two conscripts, let alone four. This guy should have retreated instantly. I'm curious what everybody's levels are. I do have a bit of experience, not exactly the greatest experience, but looks like my team actually knows what they're doing. That person knows, and that person should know. But all it comes down to micro. At these lower levels, you know how to play. Well, not exactly lower levels. At this level, people know how to play. Just needs to work on their micro and macro and all of that. Nice kill on the MG. Uses a grenade. Looks like there's a second grenade there, which is a bit of a waste. Scout car coming in. Absolutely stupid idea. Seeing that, well, what is a scout car supposed to do against infantry? I mean, a scout car is supposed to be like anti-early light vehicle, basically, but and good at running down specific units, such as like snipers. But other than that, it's actually a piece of crap vehicle. My allies looks like I have not seen my ally play in his perspective yet because, well, I was focused in my area. This MG's doing some damage. Looks like he called in for a artillery barrage. I think he went for the artillery commander. I put my conscript in there to prevent any enemies to walk in there and garrison it, because I didn't see my ally garrison it. Running down this Panzerschreck team, because Panzerschrecks are quite expensive, so I figured if I can kill that, that'd be great. I had this unit run forward to the building, expecting him to actually run into the building, for whatever reason. This engineer got some good bursts out. I retreat, but I noticed this minefield earlier, so I avoided it, but they retreated into it. And this is where I sort of like derped out in my multitasking. So I lost some units, not too many, for that derp out. There's some more with anti-infantry minefield. Ally comes in with a Bren to take out the MGs, which is very nice because I don't have any counters to MGs and buildings right now, because I'm trying to support my teammates with partisans. Spawn a anti-tank partisans here. Throw an anti-tank grenade and hits a Panzerschreck soon. Anti-infantry partisans come up. I tried clicking on the Panzer Grenadiers, but I clicked on the 250 half track. Then I ran into that MG. I realized, oh, Panzerschreck, so I let this guy take a little bit longer, grab the Panzerschreck, and retreat. Over here, I got some minesweepers out, because I know there's that anti-infantry minefield. Looks like the Bren did set fire to this building. It looks like the guy stopped firing, so the guy will stop being suppressed. I had noticed this. I figured he's not longer being fired on, so I could just let him stand back up. Anyways, we're trying to mortar the emplacements, but the counter mortar is doing quite effective. Of course, incendiary is doing quite well, but that was a complete mess. How can you mess with incendiary? I called in some partisan anti-infantry partisans. Seeing his unit was nice spread out, I slowly walked forward. Like, his units were, you can see the bodies, they were spread out. So I moved forward, like, focus one down at a time, just slowly getting to range. And I'm just trying to capture it up at this point, at least decap it. There's this guy. Why is he rushing in with his assault grenadiers and pioneers? Does he have a fear of one partisan squad? Because these are meant for close range combat. Over here, more incendiary. The Bofors was the garrison, then destroyed. Partisans, I threw a Molotov out. Hopefully I was able to get some damage, which I did. Again, got one kill from the AT. Not the AT, Molotov. Teammates' anti-tank rifles are here. Allies trying to once again still try to dislodge these emplacements. And sort of slow down a bit. I'm going to pull up the bulletins. I would go for partisan bulletins if I had any. So I went for Panzer IV, well not Panzer IV, T-34 76s, armors, because it's a great bonus for the partisans. This is basically the best mobile tank you can get as playing as partisans. And 2 conscripts because it's standard. It looks like pretty much standard except for the universal ticket to the car wash. That's an interesting name. I can see it now. I keep running down these units. I mean, look at that range they have now. Since they have... Of course, I threw the Molotov. I saw this MG. I was expecting it to set up and shoot my partisans. That's why I threw the Molotov and got out there, but never even bothered to try to move towards me. I can see MG, tank, MG, Tiger, Pack, Elephant, artillery, infantry, trying to view the combat as much as I can. Conscript squad ran into an MG. I should retreat it any time soon. Yep, only lost a man. It's acceptable losses. This guy has been going for a lot of these drive-bys for extremely little success, I add. I have conscripts in here. I get them out. Should throw an anti-tank grenade. Then once it got out, I immediately spawned the partisans and hopefully to kill it. The half-track. Of course, with that huge shoot, it sort of blocks line of sight. It's one hit from death. Looks like he threw a bundle grenade. I didn't actually see the timer. It's been interesting. And of course, my guys have horrible accuracy. Couldn't really hit that slow-moving vehicle. Partisans move forward, try to cap, but ran into an MG. Dual Vickers in the middle. Just want to make sure nobody's using that damn exploit with the increasing range bug, which should be fixed today or tomorrow with that same patch that's going to adjust the partisans. Partisans are moving forward. This is a pioneer squad that was just sitting out in the open. Killing off that pioneer. Every little bit helps, even though pioneers are not too critical assets yet. Looks like I think there might have been an artillery barrage. Yep, the 17-pounder. Is it 17-pounder? Whatever it's called. Tried going forward to kill that half-track, but I missed. Then I use the map, the spy network, and spawned some anti-tank partisans. Noticed he started moving, so I tried getting a bit closer. Get an anti-tank grenade out to slow it down. It should be bullets away from death, but and of course the Panzer Shreks missed. One reason why I want to get increased accuracy for partisans. And there goes another mortar half-track. Then I saw, oh, there's some fuel caches. Probably should just destroy those. Every bit helps, especially when it reduces their income. And now the enemy is starting to get some heavy armor out. We got currently a Brummbär, a Stug E, and a Panzer V Panther. I only have a T-34 76. As you can see, there's a fuel cache is about ready to die. My Panzer IV comes forward, runs straight into a Panzer Shrek squad. Which oh, there's the other guy. Looks like this guy only has one bazooka left. I think I knocked out the other bazooka and I picked it up here. not bazooka, Panzerschreck. Kill off that entire Panzer Grenadier squad. Looks like that half-track that escaped turned into basically a flame half-track now. And he ran straight into Pietz, which killed it. That was a nice shot from the broom bar. Calling down, I think, a light artillery barrage. Yeah, that looks like our light artillery barrage. Trying to use his Pietz to take out the broom bar, but Pietz are still pretty bad, but they are actually worth their costs now. Before they were absolutely shit. With some updates, they help increase their effectiveness. Straight up side armor shot in my round bounce. Brilliant. Try to run down this broom bar. I used the marked vehicle, and plus I have the spy network to spot any intercepting vehicles. I saw this, so I thought it was a tank. I lost an infantry unit, I don't know where. Calling some anti-tank partisans, which to try to deal with the broom bar, but that pretty much just the broom bar is too fast. Partisans got a hit off, and then I throw an anti-tank grenade, which destroys the engine, and then I lost it to a nice machine gun burst. Have my anti-infantry partisans moving forward. I should move the anti-tank partisan forward eventually. Broom bar is hitting my anti-infantry partisans. Partisans are engaging the assault grenadiers, almost wiping out, forcing me to retreat, which is good. Friendly Piet squad is coming forward. Get a nice hit on that Bren squad. And a nice shot from the Piets actually killed the broom bar. I have one anti-tank partisan and an anti-infantry partisan here. Once again, glorious miss. And now I have this partisan squad, which picked up the other Panzerschrecks. So now there's 3 Panzerschrecks focusing down, 1 Panzerschreck away from death. This is Panzer Grenadier was in this building. Building was almost dead, so he degarrisoned. Allied got some good hits with the mortars, and then I cleaned it up with the anti-infantry partisans. Stug is gone. Now we have the enemy currently still has 2 Panthers, and I'm getting my second T-34-76 out. Piet squad is trying to engage the Panther, but of course they like to shoot over or under. Get a rear shot in the front of the armor because it flobs and hit the back of it. Have this anti-infantry partisan. Stupid MG, walking straight into them. Mark the vehicle, bring up my 3 Panzerschrecks. Throw both 2 anti-tank grenades, which I just want to dead as soon as possible. And I get out of control. Once I got out of control, I sprint my partisans away. Look, these grenadiers will focus on the infantry sections and not my retreating Vet 3 partisan with 2 Panzerschrecks. But it got killed by this MG, I believe. Just at max range. Now I have 2 T-34-76s out, and well, they can't contend with Panthers, however they can, but I do have Panzerschrecks. Shrek blob without being German. Haha. The game cooled down a little bit. I know there's vehicles over there, so I'm moving my T-34s into position. See this MGs? Might as well clear it out so my Panzerschreck teams can move forward, plus his Piets.
Marking and targeting of vehicles is now available.
Yeah, he's running his infantry straight into the MG, that's why I really want to get a good bed. Looks like this mortar team was able to finish it off. Now there's 2 Panthers here, and one of my T-34 decide, let's reverse move into the line of fire. So I get that one out of the way first and reverse move the other one. They are low on health, I might as well get them back to repair. Nice kill on that Grenadier. And this is when I start grouping up my remaining anti-infantry partisans and my remaining conscripts. Conscripts trying to go in for an anti-tank grenade. He gets it off, damages the engine, did a smoke drop behind the lines, and then my allies started hitting it with Piets. Though once it gets the smoke is starting to clear, it looks like. He was starting to lose vision on it. I spawn partisans behind it. Get a nice shot off, get an anti-tank grenade, just get that bit of extra damage, and which probably was a bit of a waste, but I did it anyway, because I wanted it dead, and now it's out of control. Immediately once it's out of control, I start capping up the VP. My two other partisans, I realized it's right next to Assault Grenadier and Vet 2. I was like, nope, I don't want to lose any more, don't want to take any additional damage, so I instantly retreat them. And luckily, all that ranged indirect fire hit that building. Assault Grenadiers are moving forward into my other partisan squad. I didn't really pay attention, and this partisan squad will die. Though they still captured up the point. Look at that. They're not actually in there.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
And there goes that partisan. Got a Tiger tank moving forward. There's a Stuka coming down. Hit the forward HQ. Trying to hope to splash down the unit. Currently this guy should be doing brace structure. Yes, now he is. I currently have 3 T-34-76s out. One that's almost completely repaired up. But I didn't actually fully repair it, so my engineers are still trying to repair it. It was a bit of a blunder on my part. This Tiger tank, where did it take all that damage? Oh, it looks like this Comet did quite a bit of a number on it. I think at this time, yeah, I targeted it with the marked vehicle, so I mark it for death. Move my T-34s moving forward, but the Tiger tank should have escaped if it wasn't for partisans. At this moment, with the marked vehicle, I can see where it is. Partisans move forward. First, I run forward to hit it with an anti-tank grenade, which it backed forward into it. Damaged engine. Panzerschreck went off. It's down with one Panzerschreck shot until death. Nice Panzerschreck looking in the other direction at the last moment, kills off the Tiger tank. A combined arms effort. I have my T-34s, which by the way, this one should have been moved forward. I initiated it for repairs by the engineer, but I have it all in one control group, so I may have accidentally selected. At any moment, it should be reverse moving back into safety. T-34 staying back a little bit. I probably should move a bit more forward. Partisans moving forward. They spot these vehicles. Doesn't get a shot off. Reloading. Yeah, I probably lost that. Yeah, I lost that squad. Partisans come forward, destroy, abandoned, and then got hit by everything else. I saw this Panther started moving away, so I moved forward to this one, which was hit that wall. 2 more anti-tank grenades. I always throw as many anti-tank grenades as possible. 1 to deal the extra damage, 2 to hope, because now it doesn't always give damaged engine, so I want that damaged engine. Partisans move forward. I see this fuel cache. I decided to have destroy the fuel cache and then move one way, and while capturing up that point, another Tiger tank is out. I currently have 3 T-34-76s. A 4th one is on its way. Let's look at what my allies have in resources. He does have a lot of manpower, but I'm thinking of saving up for a lot of comets. He severely lacks in infantry. Mr. PR Max, I think Prince, I'm not exactly sure, does have a bit of manpower and a bit of fuel. Perhaps he's thinking about saving up for a Crocodile. He does have enough CP. And of course I hit the Fog of War. This player does have quite a bit of fuel, but he's pretty much saving from Tigers. We pretty much crushed his infantry force. It's just bad management of his infantry, so he's severely lacking in combative infantry. This player is severely lacking infantry also. He does have enough to purchase a couple grenadiers, which he should, which he is buying one. This player does have quite a bit of manpower, but his MG spam is pretty much pointless since we just straight up ignored his MGs. The best way to deal with the MG spam is just to ignore it, in my opinion. Tried getting an anti-tank grenade off, but nope, was unable. Marked the vehicle for death. Comet is moving forward, but there's no other support, so he decided to pull back. At this point, I call off another Partisan squad. Exact as you see the other Tiger tanks right there. Partisan's doing nice damage because they're marked for death. Pioneers are deciding to engage the Partisans, which is a good choice. Though I just move them away, so they can't be that effective. Try to get a good shot off. I just know, look at that rocket just was floating above him. I tried getting this Tiger tank, started running to its hitbox, so it pushed my units back. And this could have been a kill shot, but of course it bounced. I was too low on manpower, so I decided to retreat, but then he gets killed. Apparently he picked up the Panzer track. That's what happened to it, because I noticed it drop, but I didn't see what happened afterwards. I have my T-34s moving to the center, and my allies' Comets are also destroying that Panther. That T-34 tried to go up and kill the Tiger tank, but it was just too far out, so I decided to make it stay. Currently, they still have a couple Panthers, which they can deal with my T-34s, but it's pretty much by luck and by positioning of everything else. Looks like the artillery Overwatch is doing quite effective. Well, being quite effective, doing good work. Used the anti-rifle grenade on an anti-tank gun, but just killed one guy. Looks like there's artillery barrage by the artillery player. Currently, I do have a bit of fuel stockpiled. It's hard to spend on Partisans and on tanks. Looks like that player is going for additional units. Currently, that MG spam is now pretty much cleaned up by mortars and all that. It wasn't very effective. And the game slowed down. Each side repairing up and regathering the forces. I don't have much of an outstanding ground force. This is pretty much my outstanding ground force here. It's a pretty good balance, all nicely vetted up. I decided to station them here because I need to focus on my micro of my tanks, because I have a lot of tanks now. I need to focus more micro on them. So I pretty much set my units to guard this area. My tanks are now just got all repaired up. They're ready for combat. A 5th T-34-76 is on its way. This guy sent these units in to die. He's lucky he didn't lose that last one. The two Comets are now moving forward. At this moment, I realized at this moment I realized his units were moving forward, so I started sending in my, no, I don't send them in just yet. Think about it at the moment then. Got what? Is this second or third Tiger tank out?
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Now I have a large number of tanks. Since T-34s cost such little fuel, they can be easily spammed out. They recently received a nerf of increased population from 8 to 2, well 8 to 10, so they now cost additional population reduced the total number of spam. Which is quite honestly necessary, honestly. I have this Partisans stealth ready to ambush any units that come up to it. my tanks are here, ready to engage. And it's more like I use my spy network because I noticed there's only one MG here. So I decided MG, I probably should take it out of my tank, then can spawn partisans in that building and take over the point. Enemies start pushing over in this sector at the exact same moment. Tiger tank looks like a light artillery barrage as units retreat. Large amount of indirect fire hit that point, which killed a lot of units there. As you can see here, both my British players are a bit defensive, bit too defensive, but they do have comets out, which are very good in offense. So they can have a lot of defensive structures, and nice shot. That MG's now out of the way. There's a bit of a weird thing where the last guy was on the other side of the building, so my tanks decided all the body slam the building. This is sort of funny. Tiger tank being caught out. Comets just went straight through him. Getting some nice rear armor shots. That comet is severely low on health, but the mortars are constantly bombarding these units, and retreats out and knocking the kill on the comet. At this moment, I sent out my engineers to immediately repair that comet because it's incredibly low on health, just helping on my team. Now we got a good number of Panthers out, and we got an elephant out. Though the problem with the elephant, he's facing against cruiser tanks, fast, mobile tanks that can run circles around the elephant. So it was sent out to die. I initiated a vehicle marked for death, and then sent in my T-34s. At this moment, it's like, I'm here, a bit of a pathfinding, probably mostly bad on my part. At this moment, I decided to do like a bunch of attack moves around here, to just do a quick patrol to wipe out anything in this area. Got 3 Panthers here. It's a very good force of Panthers, plus another Tiger tank. It's like the 3rd or 4th one. I have my 6th T-34, and now I have reached population cap. I have a decent ground force. I have 2 Panzerschrecks, a conscript, and a PPSH, so they can handle a variety of forms of combat. But with 6 T-34s, it's just like British players tend to have trouble of keeping their stuff. Their stuff is quite expensive for what they do. So, nice thing about me getting T-34 spam, gives us a severe amount of map presence and a lot of cannon fodder for their better and heavier tanks. I think at this moment I lost this T-34. Perhaps not. But these Panthers are over here. I realized, oh crap. So I started retreating the damaged tanks and sending my other 3 T-34s to engage. And now they have a pretty good line of sight. Well, nice rear armor shots they could get if they actually know how to hit. And it's a bit of a bad area. An ally called in coordinated barrage. I tried going in to run over some grenadiers. More or less effective. I got some of the pioneers, but lost my. I think that's the first tank I lost in this game. And this one gets caught up on the other Panther. Does it escape or no? I think he's going to try to run it down. Allies' comets are coming in. All of my tanks are severely damaged. This tank is a bit of a bad spot. I'm trying to send in my partisans. This one got severely damaged by something, so my other one's still on the way. It was retreated back to base. And here we also mark for death the other Tiger tank. And my allies' comets are coming in. It's nice to surround. And they hit destroyed the the Tiger tank. The Panther is just one shot away from death. There we go, and that's when they surrender. This is a very fun game that I was playing, so best replay? Probably not, but it was actually a bit of a comeback, because before we had this many VPs and then they were like almost at 500, and then all of a sudden we sort of turned it around. I'd say, I don't want to be cocky, but we got some early snipes got some snipes on their early tanks, large part due to my partisans, but it was a combined effort, I would say. But this was a very fun replay. Oh, this is Lord Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.